play this fun little game. Who's that figure in the dark? Mystery leaves a mark. Outlaw tells a hidden truth. Who is hiding in the proof? Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe, standing there in shadows glow? Is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Tracing lines with my eyes, shake that holds a sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve and every line, gonna crack this case just fine. Oh! Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe, standing there in shadows glow? Is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Tracing lines with my eyes, shake the holds a sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve and every line, gonna crack this case just fine. Oh! Is it I'm gonna find? Get the shadow on my mind.
Well, hello. Okay, it looks like my camera froze. Hopefully you're able to hear me. Where's my camera? Camera. Okay, yeah, we're back. Okay, so we also need to make sure we have our chat. Let's make sure it's live. Hey, Alpha Proto, how are you? Glad to see that you are here. I'm gonna pop up chat. Link. Make sure everybody can see it. There we go. Chat. Okay. YouTube chat. Why is this not showing up? We'll bring it up elsewhere in chat. But well, you know what? We can just go over to things. We don't need to really show anything. We can see everything from the studio in StreamYard. So how are you, Alpha Proto? Hope you are doing good. Are you ready for tonight? I think you put I'm here because me sending you a notice over on Discord. I've been busy today cooking. Ah, cool. What have you been cooking? What have you been cooking up? Hopefully it's not trouble. No, I've been I cooked pork ribs in the smoker. Sounds good. I'm not sure that I've ever had any smoked meat. I hope I didn't burn them there for family. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I sent off the design that I was doing for that Animal Demon to Popcross Studios. So that would be nice if it gets selected in the next couple weeks on for his show for him to redo. Um, and then of course, um, I finished up my redesign for Thor, and I'm in the middle of coloring that. Actually, here is a quick look. I'm going to make. I recorded myself doing this, so I'm going to end up making a video about it and talking about it. I'm going to keep trying to do some redesigns. Some that I've done in the past, um, but uh, there is a little bit there. There is my Thor redesign. It needs to be colored in slightly better and shaded. Zoom back in there so we can show leave off where we were. Thor is public domain. Yeah, yeah. I know he's technically public domain, but just Marvel. Most people associate him with Thor, so I'm just gonna redesign of Thor and do the whole thing. Um, Up next, I think is going to be an Archie one. This is what you saw that I had sort of done Thor before. I hadn't colored him, So technically, if when I'm done this, I could actually use this Thor in mine at some point if I wanted to. I know that. But here's what I did before. Respell his name. I wouldn't even have to redo that. Um, just because it's public domain, as you were saying. But I guess to associate myself differently with them. But probably if I did him, he would look. He would, if it was supposed to be the Thor, and actually I might not do. Well, I may or may not. Because I'm planning on doing a minor ripoff. I've got the something that I created called Justice Teens of Canada or Justice Teens of the World, which is basically I've taken I did versions of DC major DC and Marvel heroes and put them as teenagers, and one among them is Kid Thunder, which is Thor. But this was being an adult version, of course. Just because, and this, for me, it would most likely be quote unquote although a demon. Thor, the gods of Norse and the world would be more representative as demons in my universe if I did it, or aliens of some sort. And I think that, and well, whenever I get my thing fixed. Do I have a Kid Thunder? Let me see whether I have Kid Thunder in Cross TV Art. Heroes. Here's Kid Thunder. Yeah, in Marvel, he's an alien. Yeah, well, he's a god and an alien. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. As much as he's an alien, he's still considered a god. Let's see if I have any of my other ones for that. Eagle Boy, Hawkman ripoff. Just wait till see if Joshua or somebody else gets here. Here's the Aquaman ripoff, Aqua Kid. This is the coloring I went with originally, but I figured that's too close to Aquaman, so I actually went and recolored them. Although that probably has more Tempest in it. So Tempest, Aqualad. I don't know. Don't say rip off, but you don't want to say tribute. Okay. Yeah, I don't mean it by saying bad, and I guess it could have a negative connotation, but obviously I'm not meaning it in that way. I'm just because it is like DC Marvel / character. Then I think this is the one for Captain America, the American Cadet. Oh, actually, no, I think this is there. That's more American Cadet. Although I think that's probably they're both a version of them. Oh, the Arachnoid Kid. I think you can tell by the name who that is. Bow and Arrow. Again, I think you can probably tell. There was a lot of Scarlet Spider in there, or the Scarlet Spider, the Ben one, and I redid the coloring because I want to make enough different. Oh, Kid Metal. Iron Man. Pitbull. He's supposed to, what's his name again? Which one? This is Pitbull. Uh, Basically Wolverine. Kid Metal. This one. I'm not sure whether I have them all. Spot. Let's see what I can find. I know I've got a couple more for them. I don't have them all on this computer at the moment. Oh, Mac. Mac Mac. As in, he's as big as a Mack truck. Anybody get the number of that Mack truck that hit me? I'm not sure how tall he is or whatever. I'm not sure whether he's bigger than the Canadian Shield or not. I haven't, because these characters are gonna. I'm not sure when they're gonna come out. I haven't worked that out. But his line is Mash. um, I've got a couple different designs here for this one. I'm not sure. It seems like it, but maybe it's just color I got. Rush. Instead of Hulk Smash. Yeah, well, there's no K in the Mac than how I'm spelling it, but yes, that's basically what I said. Rush. Said, make it. I'll make it there in a rush instead of Flash. And I know there's probably a couple others for that team, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find them. Oh, here's one. T-Gal. Some of these were drawn when I couldn't draw very well. I got a Big Mac. Oh, yeah, that's a good name, Big Mac. Although McDonald's might come after me for that. And of course, T stands for truth. And then I think you can figure out, of course, that is Wonder Woman. And like I said, I'll probably redo this one event. Well, I should redo some of these just to get a better drawing of them. But these won't be under my redesign things. But there's a quick thing about my Justice League and Avengers, putting them together, making them teenagers and putting them together. And it looks like we have no Joshua or anybody else here. So you know what? We'll just get started, and I guess you'll get whatever points you can get, and whomever will we come have anybody else come in, they might get some points. Although it does say two are watching, so yeah, here is the first one of the night. The first, and again, you just need to name the TV show. Point an extra point if I was going to say an extra point if you know the episode, but I'm not even sure the episodes for these, so we won't do that. Yeah, because this is TV shows that have had a Christmas episode. You just have to name the TV show, not the characters in thing. So because maybe the characters in the thing are in it on a regular basis, maybe they're not. It's hard to say. Well, but I will have the background for most of them. There's one that doesn't have a background, but I think that one's going to be fairly easy for you guys to get for those that are here. So here we have. Oh, let's make sure I got this all right. Okay, yeah, we do. I think I should have got my silhouette a little bit more silhouette. Yes, it is Sesame Street with Big Bird and whoever the kid is. So pretty easy one, I think. First off, um, okay, so let's go down. Make sure everything is perfect. Here is number 2. Yes, it is Seinfeld. Oh, and just to let you know, next week I'm not going to be on. I'm going up for my dad's for Christmas. Hopefully, I'll be back by Monday to do my regular show on Monday, but I'm not 100% sure for that. And next, well, the two Festivus for the rest of us. So, wait, is that the exact title for it? It is both Festivus. I just forget the. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Round 3. Yes, you were right. The Simpsons. Okay, so let's see. Alpha. Okay, so we're on round 4. Yeah, it's set to go. So here we are, round 4. Yes, it is Futurama with the evil robotic Santa. This game moves much faster with no opponents. Yes, it does. I'd like to start getting people here. Well, this one, of course, tonight will put you over the 300 mark. And maybe we should review what you can get for 300 points and under. And it also moves faster with the simple ones that you know. I'm sure we will get into ones that you don't know. Okay, so this one does not have the background, but somehow I think you'll get it. Because I'm pretty sure you can guess the character. But you remember, you got to say the TV show. Although I guess it could be one of two TV shows. Well, if I'm not sure exactly what you're thinking, but if it is what you're thinking, yes. There was a Christmas special for the two shows made and put together in one. I'm not saying the name of the show to you, but the name of the chat. Are you stumped? Okay, A, do you know the character? Okay, so I guess that's a give up then? It was Skeletor. And I believe he ends up in that post in the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special. I wanted to get him holding the dog, the alien dog, but I couldn't find it where I didn't have to cut it out. Is that you crying? What is that emoji? I don't know what half these emojis are. There's no tears coming out, so it can't be. I'm not nice. I didn't have to go. I didn't have anyone copy from. Well, usually you're the one people are copying from. I thought that one would have got. Now I think it's going to get harder. I wasn't expecting number 5 to be that hard. And hello to okay, you're really spaced out. Is this again another one that you're not sure of? This might be a little after your time. That might be the problem with this one. Although it's hard to say. I will have to guess. Well, you can just say I'm not guessing, I don't know, but you can try and guess too. So it's up to you. Just let me know which one you're doing. That way I don't stay here forever. Now, of course, this one guy on the right is technically fully partly behind that sign there. It's just he's not really important. I just blacked him out because the character person was there. I don't think he'd help you with the thing. You are actually close with that one. It was the other person that started the short sensation. Arnold, aka Gary Coleman, which starred in Different Strokes. Both men ended up having a some sort of, I think, problem that didn't allow them to grow fast. So well, let's see. You did not get 5, and you did not get 6. That was 6, right? What was Different Strokes? Which spun off Facts of Life. That was 6, right? Yeah. Why did you make these so difficult? Hey, you got the first four like that. I thought you would get the fifth like that, but I guess it's well, again, I was gonna say I guess it shows you watch versus what I watch, but I wouldn't say this is a show that I've watched a lot. I've seen a bit of it, but I think it doesn't help that there's nobody else here either. Well, I'm not saying this is from this show, but in the Thanksgiving one that we did, there was somebody with a turkey on their head as well. Um, it could have been from this show. It could have been from a different show. Is that what you're guessing for this? You don't know. Well, I'm gonna take it as your guess then. But no, this isn't Friends. This is Mr. Bean. I think he did it first. I forget how he got the turkey on his head, but I love it. Sure, I must miss that one. Okay, so here comes round 8. I think that's another I don't know. Well, I think you can tell it's a cartoon. I'll give you that hint. Uh, Family Guy. I think that's Mayor West. Uh, well, I'd say you're close, but you weren't. The real Ghostbusters, whether it's they end up capturing the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, and now they've got to pretend well, that they are them to get Ebenezer Scrooge to, you know, do what he's supposed to. Before restoring the ghost. Or, Well, like I said, I'd like to say you were, but you're right, you weren't. Okay, so round 9. Are you ready? Probably not. I'm not sure whether you can be at this point. Now, I must say, this is a show that I might have seen clips or memes of, but I've never watched, I think, an entire episode. Unfortunately, that is not. I have actually seen quite a few episodes of the Jim Carrey show. And no, this is The Office. I think Joshua would have gotten this one. I think he said he's a big Office fan. Now, I probably should have put number. I think it's number 10 coming up here. Probably should probably put it as number 15, but I didn't. So um, I've seen the movie that they made for this show, or based on this show. I might have seen a few episodes when my mom was watching it, or somebody else. I'll say this show was before my show time. Unfortunately, not. It's not the Andy Griffith show. It's Dragnet. And I guess and the episode is the Big Little Jesus. That's the one that chose. I wanted to find at least one episode amongst these that actually had something to do with Christmas or the real meaning of Christmas. And this was the closest one I could find. Well, I don't know if they're getting any. I doubt they're getting any easier. Well, hopefully they get a little easier than that from this, but I'm not sure. Well, I was my next show was going to be uh, movies that happened around Christmas time, but since I'm not going to be on next week, which when that would have been, that's not going to happen. So the next show, which will be in the new year, um, January 9th, we are going to do 60s cartoons. Okay, so here we go, 11. There's a little bit more of a close-up for that. I don't know whether a little bit closer like that'll help or not. No, no, no. Wrong. Black and white show. This is The Honeymooners. Hey, Ralphie boy. Is that a good OMG or a bad OMG? Oh, you need to make sure that's clicked. Death. Okay, here we go. It's just not my day. No, it doesn't. Hey, at least you got the first four right, right? You started off with a good thing. You're getting over 300 points. You're over the 300 mark. You know what, Alpha? You're right. but, okay, here we go. Round 13. Now she's standing behind the chair, but chair is partly see-through, so well, no, this is not Everybody Loves Raymond. This show is a little older than that. This is about boy loves world. I mean, meets world, or boy meets girl. I think it's boy meets world, but it's not for sure. Yeah, that's Topanga. but it's definitely not anything about a Raymond. Okay. Question is, will you get the next two? Interesting enough. Here's a hint. The name of the show is actually the name of the character here. Yes, you are correct. Frasier. It seems like you had that written down before I gave my hint, so was my hint a help or not? It was fancy art. Okay, so we're on to the last one. Do you think you have a good chance of getting it? Okay, we can start now. Hey, Joshua. We'll see whether Joshua can get this last one or not. Well, unfortunately, it's not Malcolm in the Middle. This is How I Met Your Mother. Although I was thinking of using a Malcolm in the Middle one. Which I did, obviously. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go over these quickly. See whether Joshua can get these. Let's east I'm coming from most of these. Okay. And if he gets them, I will give him the second place. Then again, how do I know he's not trying to go back and listen to all what's going on? Okay, yes, Sesame Street. Okay. No going back and listening. Seinfeld. Yeah, that is correct. Seinfeld. Okay. Yes, Simpsons. If we get them all right, we know he went back and listened. Yes, Futurama. Yes, we'll give you that. That's Skeletor. for He-Man and She-Ra and Christmas special. Why does he get so much time? Yeah, I'm thinking we got we might have to limit his time. I think he's starting to go back and listen. The biggest thing that gets me is I'm not sure about the delay. That's why I'm being a little bit lenient on him. But I don't think he knows this one. So this was different strokes. There you go. We're on to 7. Oh, you said it after I said it, so. Okay, we're gonna have as soon as I put it up, I'm gonna give a 15-second countdown from now on. So for Joshua, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'd say Joshua didn't get that. Ooh, that came in just after. That could be because of the delay. I'm not sure about different strokes. I didn't. Did I say Mr. Bean? I don't think I said Mr. Bean, so I'm not gonna give him. What was that? That was 7. So I'm not gonna give him. Let's see. Yeah, that was number 7. I'm gonna give. That was a long one count. I'm not gonna give him 6, but I will give him 7. Okay. Here we go with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is correct. Give him that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it is The Office. I told you might have got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, he got that, I'd say, just under the wire. I know there's a delay that came in about half a second or 2 seconds after my 15 count, so I know there's a second to 2 second delay. So I will allow that. But I don't know whether he's gone back and got these somehow, so he's only getting the 2 point mark for all these. Well, at least till we get to 14 or 15 or 13. I think 13 is where we'll end because I think he would have possibly seen that one. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he definitely recorded all these up beforehand. I think he was watching or listening. I have no proof though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that one is a no-go, Joshua, even with delay. That was All in the Family. So here is the last one that we'll redo for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There you go. And I don't know how close you were in listening for the 14. I know you were here for 15 for sure. So, although you were the only one to give an answer for some of them because I'm coming in late, you'll get the two spot for those because of me going over. And I think I'm being generous because you weren't here for the initial run. So yeah, as I'm saying, I'm not going to be here next week. Next week was going to be movies that were have take place around Christmas, like Die Hard. Uh, but yeah, Frasier, you're not getting a point for Frasier. I didn't even put it up. So that tells me for sure. uh yeah, so my the next silhouette show will be on the 9th of January 2025, and we will be doing 60s cartoons. Now, I thought of something for in the future, getting real specific um, for um, to go into comic books. It would lead to a lot more shows. I think easy enough. Um, Using specific years that maybe characters came out. You can see. What would you guys think of that? So we could do like one, one we could end up being from the 1930s. The next week it could be from, you know, the 90s or the thousands. And it could be across multiple comic universes, of course, too. Yeah. It's ways of expanding this whole silhouette thing, it's something I thought of. Okay, so Josh was up for it. Alpha, you still here to give your input? Oh, and another thing, probably January 9th, too, as well. I will be broadcasting from another location. Um, as long as things work out, I rented a room for January. And as long as I can get on the system, I will have that room and continue to have it January and beyond. So we'll probably be January 9th. We should be broadcasting from there. I didn't get a job. I had money because I had money in the bank, and I figure if I could get a room for or an apartment, which I didn't really think an apartment, but a room for $500 or less, I could get on welfare. they would be able to be able to support having a room while on welfare while looking for a job. So that'll mean might have a little bit more of my stuff for myself, and then of course I'm gonna end up having to find somewhere to get all my crap too. Okay, you still no alpha. And next week, like I said, no shows next week because I'm going up to my dad's on Monday. So for Christmas, I might have a show Monday and Tuesday next week. Well, not next week, but the week after. I'm not sure. It depends on when I get back from my dad's. Well, I'll be back for Tuesday, but Tuesday we're going out for New Year's. So no show New Year's for sure. Unless I do a Tuesday day chill stream. But yeah, I'd say some big things happening, especially with getting a room of my own. But yeah, 60s cartoons in 2 weeks. Of course, tomorrow morning, I will have Coloring the Canadian Shield. And then Saturday, drawing up Insecto 1. So, guys, make sure you're here for that. I guess we don't have Alpha is not saying anything, or he's doing something, so he's not able to respond. But since everything's over, I think I'm going to end. I hope you guys enjoyed the night of, or even this all of December for these Christmas things. Next year, I guess we will do that. Movies that happened at Christmas. We'll hit that, and get to say the movies. So I'm gonna say good night. God bless. Hopefully, see you tomorrow.
See the shadow on the wall. How could it be
Merry Christmas, everyone.
That's the shape, that's the frame. Play this fun little game. Who's that figure in the dark? Mystery leaves a mark. Outline tells a hidden truth. Who is hiding in the proof? Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe standing there in shadows glow? Is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Tracing lines with my eyes, shake that holds a sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve and every line, gonna crack this case just fine. Oh! Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe standing there in shadows glow? Is is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Trace the lines with my eyes, shake the holds of sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve